everybody? We are back. It is Tape Don't Lie. It's your favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Right? You guys already know what to do with that. So check that out. Make sure you do that. And then, of course, leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, make sure you hit up Panda Supplements for the discount code TDL for 35% off all Panda Supplements. Like I said, he's a Raiders fan, so make sure you guys support him, support all Raiders fans and everything they do with their businesses. So really make sure you guys go out and support that. Like I said, the focus and the sleep are excellent. So are all the protein drinks. So make sure you guys check those out, especially even the green one. You know, you need some vegetables. You can't have time for the vegetables in your life. You can go ahead and check out that green thing, you know what I'm saying, green one as well. Give you some of those good greens and some of those good healthy aspects of life, right? So today, BD, we are going over little Derek Carr fumbles, and BD's doing some little cover three today. All right. I think BD's freezing a little bit on me, but OTAs kind of went and gone. Nothing really too exciting from OTAs. We found that Denzel Good is hurt. A lot of the questions that we had about what's going on with the nation, right? With position players. We found out Haas is playing safety, but they took that back real quick. He's playing corner. Is he playing safety? They took it back really, really, really fast. So I don't know what's going on with that. They say it was typo, but I don't think this team does typos. I just think they kind of put that out there. Everybody started freaking out, and they kind of backtrack a little bit. So OTAs haven't been too exciting, not too much information. I mean, we only had like one day, one press conference, nothing crazy. So it's been an interesting time working with that. I mean, there's really nothing that we get crazy. I mean, Denzel Good's not playing right now. He's on the side. Josh Jacobs is hurt again, which is interesting. He didn't practice at all, which I thought was super interesting. Other than that, man, it really hasn't been too much going on. Pretty slow period right now, especially with none of the action that we're getting. We're getting nothing from the media. So I don't know what happened to BD though, but we're getting froze here, guys. We got BD frozen. So hopefully he'll come back pretty soon here. All right. So when will you guys do a breakdown of Deron Harmon? I don't know if we're doing Deron Harmon. I don't know. We got to make sure. I want make sure Deron Harmon is going to play first. How much is he going to play? I know we're assuming that Jonathan Abram is going to be out the woodwork here, but I don't know if that should be assumed. We watched the breakdown with BD. If they find a role from him, it can be pretty good. I just wouldn't assume anything with Deron Harmon, but yeah. Denzel Goods was hurt with torn ACL. We know he was going to be out. Josh Jacobs was a different surprise. He didn't practice on the OTA day. I know that was a report. He didn't practice. He's off to the side. But the biggest thing of the day, besides that, was Nate Haas being announced as a safety, and then everybody backtracking and acting like he's not playing safety because he played corner that day they were watching. Which I don't know if it's Patrick Graham said that his idea of a safety is different than the modern idea or the old school idea of what a safety is. So I wouldn't expect too much from that. I mean, he still might play safety. He still might go in there and play a lot of safety for them. I wouldn't expect him to just be a pure slot corner. I think they have a lot of corners because Anthony Avery can play in the slot too. Then you got Rock Ya-Sin, you got Trayvon Mullen who could play outside. I mean, you can do a lot of things you can do with Nate Hobbs if you find a way for him to work him around and play safety. And then, if you bring in Jonathan Abram and have him play dime linebacker basically and not have him put in coverage situations, you can, blitz him and have him become a good player if you learn how to use him, and then have Nate Haas be that other too high guy that kind of just moves around, can play slot corner. And, I think Trayvon Moore too I think he has a better skill set than not Hobbs for, that move around Tyrann Mathieu type of guy. I feel like Trayvon Moore has a better skill set for that because he could play corner, he could play inside, play the slot. He could also play free safety up top. So I think his skill set fits that more. So that's somebody they want to watch when we talk about who's a safety, who's a corner, who's that, who's this, what label we have for this player, what label we have for this guy, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Trayvon Warwick is somebody you should look at because I feel like that he is the more versatile guy out of all the players that are in this secondary. We saw him in college. He was able to play corner, play slot corner, play quarters, one on one with safeties, and he's able to control that. So I think that's something that he could do, and he could be good at, especially if Patrick Graham can get creative with him. So yeah, good questions, Egalitarian. Good questions. Give me some questions. Keep this up.
All right, my
BD, are you back? Are you still?
yeah, my bad, my bad. I'm back. I gotta figure it out here.
Okay.
I'm on my side. All right.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think the chances are of another big signing post June 1st?
Here 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're still breaking up a little bit. Well, let me get to Michael's questions first while we, BD gets set up here. Why do you think the chances of another big signing post June 1st are? I think there's a big chance for that. I really do. I still think Dante Hightower is still out there. I brought up Emmanuel Sanders after watching Josh Allen since they run the same offense. And Emmanuel Sanders is out there. I think he's an upgrade over Keenan Cole or Demarcus Robinson or anybody in that, any other wide receiver in the room besides the big three. I think he's an upgrade over any of those guys. And I think he can still play. And he's a veteran that can know the system. And then he can help teach Hannah Renfro the system, help teach Darren Waller the system, help teach all these guys to play in the system a little faster. Mostly because, he's played in it with Adam Gase and he's played in it with Brian DeBall. That's about 5 years of playing inside the system. It's going to be an easy plug and play for him. And if somebody gets hurt, I'd rather have him playing than, let's say, no, not the Demarcus Robinson or Keenan Cole, but Emmanuel Sanders is an upgrade over both of them. You know what I mean? All right. It's a good question right here. Marcus, why do Josh DeBoe and his Raider Nation minions try to come for you when all you do is spit facts? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I think they're still mad at me because I exposed Josh DeBoe by showing, since I have Sports Radar, that I could do what he does with every quarterback in the NFL. They haven't liked me since I did that. Since I did that, I haven't been a fan. I have some Mick Babe dude. I don't know who that dude is. He harasses me now because he was defending the Chargers the other day. I don't get that. I don't know how you guys defend the Chargers. That's super weird to me. Defending the Chargers is weird. Why? Really? I don't know. I've never hated a Raiders player that much where I defend a rival. That's a lot of hate. That's a lot of hate for me to defend the Chargers. I gotta really, really, really hate you. Really, 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 really hate you to defend the Chargers. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Does Brian DeBall use the? Yes, he does. He comes from the Patriots system. That's the same system. That's why Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. It's a good watch. If you want to watch Devontae Adams and what Derek Carr and him can do, just freelancing, because there's a lot of freelancing in Hart Perkins, right? There's a lot of I see Stephon Diggs is lined up 1-on-1. Somebody wants to do press man of Devontae Adams. I'm going to Devontae Adams. It's like this. It's designed that way where there's no defined read really, and it's all what the quarterback likes to do. So the quarterback kind of makes a decision. He decides where to go with the football. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4 type of thing. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the beauty of it. So if he sees Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, you do it all the time. So you're in the red zone and you want to start pressing up on Stephon Diggs, right? Josh Allen is not going to go anywhere else. He's going to throw a back shoulder. He's going to try to see if Diggs can win first. So that's why it's more of a matchup base. That's when we used to see a good example is what 2016 with Derek Carr and Hart Perkins. Right, when he was running it, and with Bill Musgrave, which is I always say is the drunk. If it was a hungover version of Josh McDaniels, as opposed to Bill Musgrave's version, you saw a lot of freelancing with that. Let's say the fourth down versus Chargers 2016. I know you probably remember this play. The Crabtree in the corner. That's the type of things that you can do with Hart Perkins. Those guys come up. Casey Hayward comes up and press Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree knows that's a go route. Derek Carr knows it's a go route. We just throw it up, fade. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things like that will start happening. A lot more freelancing from Derek Carr and the wide receivers if they're on the same page. So yeah, yeah. The guy says he's the Chargers media hype has Raiders fans scared, man. I don't know why. But I respect Broncos fans. I gotta say this while BD comes back. I got a big respect for Broncos fans because they got Russell Wilson, and how much have they been talking? They've been really quiet. you know, Chargers fans are just super cocky for some reason. They just came out of nowhere. Like where did they come from? Why are they this cocky? I've had a lot of questions about their cockiness. Like, why are you so cocky? I've never met a fan base that's not won anything be so cocky. Like, you guys are literally the Browns with better weather. So I don't understand it. I don't get that cockiness. I respect Broncos fans. I always have a better love for them because they're more reasonable. You haven't seen them talking too much. They've been really quiet. They're on wait and see because their team has sucked for like 5 years. Maybe you should be on a wait and see mode. Not like, oh, we're winning the Super Bowl now. We got Khalil Mack. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. Looks like BD's kind of lost here. We're doing a one-man show here. So, yeah, dead ass, right? Storm. Like, it's Broncos fans. Broncos fans have the actual Hall of Famer. Shouldn't they be talking more crap? You know what I mean? Shouldn't they be the ones? They're all waiting to see what, like, if it all comes together. That's what Broncos fans are like. If it all comes together, we could really win. Chargers fans already decided they're winning the Super Bowl. We're winning the Super Bowl. So it's already over. We're winning the AFC West. We're winning the AFC. Justin Herbert's winning MVP. Austin Eckler's winning Offensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa winning Defensive Player of the Year. J.C. Jackson's gonna have 7 interceptions. It's already set in stone. They're going what was it? 14-3, 15-2. It's just hilarious to me. I don't know. It's just the cockiness. It's just so cocky. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a karmic energy that you're putting out there. Being that cocky in May is karmic energy to me. You're just putting that out there, so it just comes in there, and you're gonna be super upset by the end of the year. You guys know what I mean? All right, so BD's back. Hopefully, it works this time. But I might just get into this car stuff. Any other questions, guys? Before anything, other thoughts? Got 84 people in here. I don't know. I haven't seen any Broncos fans bragging on Twitter. Chargers fans, every time I scroll through, like, kind of like I don't know what that's called on Twitter. When you hit the search button, you kind of scroll through tweets that you're interested in or whatever. I see a Chargers fan talking crap all the time. And, I don't see Broncos fans talking crap that much. They're real quiet. Well, I think Slater's young, okay? Slater has a high PFF grade. That's kind of the basis of all football analysis right now. He's just young. I mean, he could be beat. I know Brandon Thorne's really high on him, but, I showed last week, Cleveland Farrell was beating him pretty easily, So he's still young. He's still a rookie. He's not better than Colton Miller right now. Let's keep it real. He's not, because he's younger. Maybe year 4, year 5, he's better than Colton Miller, but I think mostly Rashad Slater, his buzz is PFF grade. Because, I mean, that's the only lineman buzz we have right now. I mean, there's guys who use PFF grade to judge every single offensive lineman that exists. So, there's no context to PFF grade either. And what position do you think we need to address? I'm still a linebacker guy. I think they got to get some kind of linebacker in here, and of course, defensive tackle. I mean, Dominican Sue's just chilling. You might have to give him $12 million, but they got to address that position. Yeah, you know what I mean. Do we know what PFF grades the O-line got in the last 6 games of the season? It was pretty good. How about just we're just chilling here. Maybe I can just pull it up real quick. After I do this, I'm gonna get into the car stuff. Pull this up real quick. Thanks. He said what, the last 6 weeks, right? Let's see. Mm. All right, here we go. Let me share this real quick. All right, you guys see that? I know it's kind of. Let me just extend this. Let me bring this aside. So I mean, so here's the grades. You guys can see them kind of straight up a little bit. So if you look at all the players, so the pass blocking grades are pretty good. I mean, I know some of these guys only play like one snap, so we can take this out. But like John Simpson was 75 the last 6 weeks. Run blocking grade. I mean, a lot of this is holding. You know, there's a lot of holds in here that take down their grade. James was pretty consistent. Miller, of course, he's consistent all year. And then Leatherwood was the still struggling, and so was Brandon Parker. So John Simpson. So basically, pass blocking, John Simpson, Andre James, and Colton Miller held it down. Run blocking, you know, they didn't like Simpson too much. They liked Colton Miller a lot on both. I still don't understand the Brandon Parker run blocking grade. I never understood it, but hey, you know. So, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how they looked the last 6 weeks. That's why I think it's hilarious. People say Simpson's not going to start, but hey, you know, what do I know? You know, what do I know? What do I know? All right, let's get into some Carr here, guys. We're waiting on BD a little too much. Let's get into some Derek Carr fumbles here. I know some people are gonna be excited about this one, maybe. You know, I might get some of the people who aren't fans of my takes on this one. You know, they might come like this one and enjoy it because there's some negativity for them with DC here. So, but you know, we're basically I'm going to show there's a constant theme with these, and you guys need to catch the theme, and you decide whether that's the theme for you. If you want to ignore the theme, or you know you see what the theme is. I mean, if you watch the Carfaxes, you probably have an idea of what the theme is going to be. But you know, we'll get into it right now. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. All right, can you guys, everybody can see that? We're good. I think we're good here. All right. Okay. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Everybody see this? We're good. Somebody give me a comment, thumbs up or something. Just want to make sure we all can see it before I start. Make sure it's on the screen. Got no freezing here. And no, you're no. Just want to, because I ain't got BD to bounce off the house. So I want to make sure that we're good here, guys. All right, cool. All right, cool. Thank you, Drew Smith. All right, so we're gonna start off. These are all the fumbles lost. There's 13 fumbles. Okay. There's only 5 lost. So these are just the fumbles lost. Okay. So this is, I'm not going over every single fumble. This is just the lost ones. This is the ones that ended up being turnovers. Right. So that's what we're going over today. I'm not going over every single fumble. All right. Just the ones that are turnovers. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to start with this first one. All right. This is the last play of the game versus the Giants. Right. This is the Giants. This is a disappointing loss right after the Henry Ruggs incident. The Raiders were a way better team than them no matter what. They're a better team than the Giants, and they had a disappointing loss, right? And one of them is because Patrick Graham had a great game plan, and he made the Raiders play the red zone game and stop their explosive plays, which is why I'm very happy that Patrick Graham is with us and not playing on and not being a defense coordinator for other teams. So here we go. So basically, this play is called in the West Coast offense is basically smash return, and then you got the Y seam right here from Darren Waller. Right, so you got the smash, you got the return, the corner route from Zay Jones, and then you got the return route from Hunter Renfrow. So smash return, that's a smash, right? Turn, seam. Okay. Now Derek Carr earlier in this game, he missed Darren Waller on this seam. Okay, so earlier in the red zone in this game, he missed him. So that's where he's going. He's like, okay, I missed him on tape with the way that they're playing. I got this the second time. All right. Because that's usually what happens when you miss something, you adjust and you hit it the second time. So here we go. run this play. I mean, this is kind of your basic red zone coverage from the Giants. So you already see Logan Ryan right here. He's already coming down. You know Darren Waller's coming around, right? This side, right? So you see Derek Carr goes over here. He opens up to Bryan Edwards. See if Bryan Edwards can get open on this wheel. Let's go back. Of course, this is kind of why he's not on the team anymore. He doesn't beat the press coverage. Doesn't get open, right? But it gets Logan Ryan going this way. So kind of open it up Darren Waller, right? And you already see Darren Waller is going to be wide open over the top of this guy right here. Darren Waller is going to be wide open. But Derek Carr has to wait for him to clear, and Colt Miller's getting his butt kicked. His butt's whipped, right? And I think, to me, I think Derek Carr's got to feel this, in my opinion. He's got to feel it a little bit better and not just wait for this to come open. I mean, I know it sucks and everybody's going to get mad at you, but you just got to throw it to Josh Jacobs. Unless Josh Jacobs do his thing. I don't know what down this was, but I don't think it was third down. I don't think it was that clutch type of situation. But just throw it to Josh Jacobs, man, and just let him do his thing. I know you want to try to make this play. And that's the theme, right? He wants to try to get this touchdown. But sometimes you just can't, man. You just can't. And I know I don't think this was fourth down. Not that I'm trying to remember. Maybe somebody look it up and let me know. But I feel like you just got to get rid of this ball or throw it to Renfro or something and kind of just not try to wait for this to get open. But I guess on the other hand, you're expecting Colt Miller not to be on the ground because you're one of the best left tackles in football. He's at least top 15, top 10, right? That's a fumble. But just look at it this way, right? If Derek Carr has time, I mean, that's a touchdown to Darren Waller. And then Josh Jacobs pissed me off with this. Josh, don't try to pick this. Do you think he's going to score here? I don't understand. I just don't understand this. I don't know why he thought he was going to score there. So you see on the backside, I mean, this play is really about Colt Miller getting his butt kicked, but I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know who 96 is, 95, and Colt Miller. Hands outside. He's leaning down. I mean, you can't let this type of guy. I don't know who this guy is. You can't let that happen, man. But Derek Carr's got to feel that too, man. He's trying to pump fake, hold things. You just got to throw it to Josh Jacobs. All right, fumble number 1. Here we go. Fumble number 2. Okay. Now this one, we got the choice route right here. Spot dig. Got a little out route from, I think that's Jalen Richard. All right, so check this one out. All right, safety comes down. We got a little single high man-to-man, right? Carr wants Hunter Renfro. But here comes, I think that's Tyrann Mathieu. He's coming over to make sure that Hunter Renfro gets double teamed. Now, Chris Jones is beating Leatherwood or Carr. You see how he's flipped his hips. He's about to come back to Zay Jones. Now, you can make the case where he could have just been tough and try to throw this football, but if his arm gets hit, that's a pick. But you could make that case. You just throw the football, right? But it could have been disaster as well. So he tucks it a little bit because Chris Jones is coming around trying to hit his arm. But he holds the ball like a potato, or not a potato, just like I don't know what he's doing, like he's dribbling the basketball. And he gets popped. Pow! Trying to make a play. All right, let's watch it from the back end. There's Christian, right? He wants Renfro, right? See, if he make the case he throws football right, he holds it because Chris Jones is about to put his hand down. You can make the case. He just couldn't do that football, right? But he tries to roll out, make a play instead. Boom. Fumble. All right, this is my most frustrating one. I hate this play. This is frustrating for me. But this is what I'm talking about. People they want a playmaking Derek Carr. I think a lot of people wanted a playmaking Derek Carr so bad, they got it, and then they're upset about some of the results that come with it. And this is one of them. And this play is very frustrating for me, just as somebody who likes quarterback play. It's a very frustrating play because I feel like this is simple. This is 1st and 10. Okay, so I remember this play very vividly. This is 1st and 10. They're up 10-0. Nick Mullins has not done anything all game, right? I don't like this play call. You're up 10-0. You're moving the ball. You're on the 50. You just move the damn football, right? Keep the ball moving. You guys haven't thrown deep. You haven't been having any big plays all game, but you guys decide you want to have a big play right here, up 10-0. You want to go for the kill shot at the 50, which I understand, but you have Nick Mullins on the side, and he can't move the football. I think it's just kind of game feel. I talk about this a lot on this one. All right, so here we go on this one. Play action, okay? Boom, play action. Nothing's there. We got 2-man route. They're in quarters. There's nothing here. There's nothing. 2-man route, quarters, nothing, right? Now, this is where the play changes. Everybody's getting beat. There's nobody open. Derek Carr's got to throw this ball right here, man. You can't try to run through this and try to make, I don't know what the hell he's trying to do, but he's trying to run through this and make a play. Like, no, man, you're up 10-0. They can't move the football. Throw it to Peyton Barber. Just throw it to Peyton Barber. He might get like 5 yards or something out, maybe 2. It's still 2nd and 8 though, and they're not getting a touchdown and making it 10-7. So it's more about game feel from the coach and a little bit from Carr too. Like just trying to do too much. Just like I know, you want to play hero ball. That's what happens. So hero ball equals fumbles. Instead of just taking what the defense gives you sometimes. You know what I mean? Like Peyton Barber's wide open. Play action. Nothing's there, right? Boom. But you decide you want to run through here. You see this gap. He's like, oh, look at this gap. I can run through that. Like, oh, you're not that fast though. Look how shit. The close quick. Fumble. All right. So here's another one. Next one is pure forfeit. There's nobody open. And once again, here he is trying to make a play. So you see this one right here. Of course, Colt Miller gets beat again by Sam Hubbard. Derek Carr rolls out trying to make a play. So once again, this is 2nd down. Throw the damn ball away. Just throw it over here. Throw it over Deshaun Jackson's head. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe some fan might get mad that you say you're overthrowing somebody. Oh, you whatever. No, you throw the damn ball away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Fumble. See. I mean, a lot of people act like his fumbles are like Mister in the pocket, can't feel anything. No, his fumbles right now are him trying to make a play. They're trying to make too many plays. Like you didn't need to do that. You just had to. You don't have to save the day all the time. You know what I mean? It's frustrating to me, right? Because the play's over right now. You're not going to outrun. You're not outrunning Trey Hendrickson. You're not outrunning Trey Hendrickson. Throw the ball away. Throw it away. Right, and then you're trying to switch hands. Fumble. Just trying to do too much, man. Hero ball. Hero football. Too much. Nothing frustrates you more than hero ball. And this one pisses me off too. I don't like this one either. Hero ball once again. Here we go. So he wants Deshaun Jackson on this play. You probably seen Carfax. I break this one down before. So he wants Deshaun Jackson on this play. All right, boom, Deshaun Jackson. He's got Zay Jones on a corner route. Then he's got I don't know what kind of route this is from Hunter Renfrow right here. We'll check this one out, okay? This is the last fumble loss of the year. Okay? Now, Shelby Harris is unblocked, okay? Brandon Parker doesn't pick up the stunt. I don't know what Brandon Parker's doing. He goes inside with the stunt, goes into inside. I don't know why he doesn't, realize that maybe if this guy's going inside like that, there might be somebody else coming around the other side. And here comes Shelby Harris, right? And then Derek Carr knows. You see where Kareem Jackson's at, right? Got Deshaun Jackson right here. I mean, man, right? That's what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, I got this touchdown. But once again, it is 13-7, something like that. 13 something. Like it's just like, why are we calling this play call? Like, why are we trying to go for the kill with Drew Lock on the other side? You know what I mean? And defense is playing well. I don't know. It's just coaching to me a little bit. But this one's on Carr to me because a couple of things. Let's talk about this one. You see Shelby Harris, throw it away, throw it at Foster Moreau's feet, throw it at Jalen Richard's feet. I don't know. Get rid of the football, right? Get rid of the damn ball. That's what you got to do here. Get rid of the ball. But you want Deshaun Jackson. I get it. Deshaun Jackson's going to be wide open. You loft it. He's going to be able to run to it. Touchdown. But now you're in position where you're trying too hard to get to this play. Like the play's dead, man. You cannot play hero ball. You're up. You got to remember some of these things, right? And then, of course, then he tries to avoid it, which it's funny. Like he did this against the Colts and it worked. So like you have to, you know, he did the same move against the Colts and it worked. This time it's a fumble. So let's go back to this side. We'll watch it again from this side because, I mean, this is really on Brandon Parker, right? Because Brandon Parker goes way too far inside. Here goes Shelby Harris. Free runner. And just imagine if Brandon Parker picks up the stunt correct. I mean, this is 24-13. Derek Carr has 24 touchdown passes instead of 23. Or 22, whatever he has. I don't know what the hell he has. Right? Because Deshaun Jackson, he's about to be wide open. And Derek Carr knows it, but Derek Carr tries to do this little move, which worked against the Colts, which is funny. But I guess, Shelby Harris got a big-ass hand. Look at that. Look at that. That's the hand of blocking field goals right there, guys. Former once a Raider, always a Raider. Shelby Harris knocked that ball right out. Hero ball. All right, guys. So, I don't know what you guys thought of that. But, I mean, there's a theme. There is a theme. The theme is he's trying to do way too damn much. And I understand why he's trying to do too damn much. I mean, there's desperation. They're trying to make the damn playoffs. He hasn't made the playoffs in years, and I'm sure he wanted to taste, and he wasn't trying to lose. So he's going to try to do everything he could to win these games. But, sometimes they got lucky about some of the quarterbacks they're playing because if you're playing hero ball like this, turnovers can happen. I mean, that's just part of the game, part of the way it works. When you're in hero mode when you shouldn't be, right? No hero mode when you shouldn't be. If you're up 10-0 and you have Nick, I'm disrespecting Nick Mullins because he's in the building now. It's kind of funny. But we have Nick Mullins playing on the other side and you're up 10-0 and you're on the 50. Like, why even? I mean, like, just run the ball. And those are the times when it's okay to kick a field goal. Like when you're playing Nick Mullins. When you think Nick Mullins is going to have these two awesome drives where he's going to just, go up and down the field? I don't think so. So, that's game management. When you have a coach, I feel like that's why you have like a Josh McDaniels and these type of coaches that come in, right? I mean, you get a different kind of aspect of what's going on, man. So, because I just feel like Josh McDaniels is not calling a deep shot right there. He's going to try to run the ball, maybe do like a, nice little quick pass or something, maybe hit a screen, something, because it's game feel too, man. Like, as a play caller, you are up 10-0 and the other team can't move the ball. Why are you calling a out and up with a post? 2-man route with no option for the quarterback. Like, it's just so some of that was frustrating, But I mean, those are all the fumbles, guys. I don't know what you guys think. Any thoughts in the chat? I don't think B is coming back, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. This is a solo show today. I'm winging it here. I think we're doing all right, though. I think we're doing all right. I think we're carrying it. I think we're carrying the show. Any questions about anything I just did? Any thoughts? Nothing. I see bad coaching. I don't want to say Greg Olson's a terrible coordinator. I say he's an average coordinator. And I mean, when you have an average coordinator, you call Hank in the game-winning drive. 3 times, not once, 3 times. So, Any other thoughts, man? You guys are super quiet today, man. You got 100 people in here. No one wants to get their thoughts on Derek Carr fumbles here. Yeah, I mean, he has to clean it up. He does. I think with a better team, I think he'll clean it up. Honestly, I felt like that he thought that he had to win the game. And if he didn't win the game, then they're going to lose. And when you have that thought process, that's how you play. You're going to try to be the hero all the time. You're going to throw a 50-yard pass when you don't need to throw a 50-yard pass. You're gonna try to throw it into a tight window when you don't need to throw it into a tight window because you feel like that you have to go win the game for your team. And I think the only game where he really didn't feel that way was the Chargers game. I mean it's real stuff. I mean, when you feel that way, when you feel like you have to go win the game, that's how you're gonna play, man. And you don't want your quarterback feeling that way because yeah, exactly. See, smart play calling. Yeah, also Brady's good. Also Pacey and Brady would have checked that down against the Browns. I'll keep it real with you. He's throwing that ball right to whoever the running back is. Doesn't matter. He's throwing that ball right to the running back. That's a lot of difference between. I mean, really, that's the difference between a great quarterback and a quarterback that is, a playmaking quarterback. Sometimes they want to make too many plays. Let me see some of these questions here. What we got? Risk versus reward. You win some, you lose some. You just got a better risk analysis at the moment. I like that. I like that comment. Does he have the lack of feel in the pocket to where he absolutely needs good tackles? I don't think he needs I think he needs a good left tackle because I don't think he has great. How do I say this? Pocket feel is a natural thing. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this just basically about quarterbacks in an aspect. So pocket feel is natural. It's like a linebacker. You're like Luke Kuechly. You can't teach what stuff Luke Kuechly does with instinct. Like Luke Kuechly's gonna find a gap, right? He's gonna do a studying. Luke Kuechly's gonna know what you do. He's gonna find a gap. It's instinct. A lot of instinct with linebacker. Pocket feel is an instinct position. All right, that's kind of a thing. Like, can you learn pocket feel through drills? Yeah, when you learn pocket feel through drills, you get like how Derek Carr is, which he has solid pocket presence when he came into the league with really bad pocket presence. Now it's solid. So sometimes you see Derek Carr make some great pocket movements. Sometimes you'd be like, what the hell are you doing? It's just kind of hit or miss, you know what I mean? But you could develop good pocket presence. So does Derek Carr need a great left tackle? Not a great one, a good one? Yes. Does he need a great right tackle? No, because with right tackles, I can see it. If right-handed, my right tackle gets beat, I see him getting beat. The left tackle, I don't see it. It's like a couple of the fumbles I showed. I mean, they came from the blind side. They didn't come from the front side because Derek Carr does handle pressure a whole lot better from his front side than he does his back side. If you notice that, a lot of these fumbles have come, right? A lot of these fumbles have come from him trying to deal with his blind side. So I think a left tackle like Colton Miller is very important. Very important. I think a right tackle like Brandon Parker could suffice. He could figure it out. He can make that happen. Do I think the offense will struggle? Make my boy Foxtrot first. Does it reflect the O-line issues? At times, it can. But most of these were about. I'm telling you, if Colton Miller gets beat, man, that's a problem. If Colton Miller's getting beat for a game, I think Derek Carr's gonna have a long day. But Colton Miller, he holds his own over there. And you kind of can see it. Like the Giants game, Colton Miller was not his best game. That was not his best game. What other games? Some other games that, they got their butts kicked. I mean, the Chiefs game was not Colton Miller's best game. I mean, I could give you a bad Colton Miller game. I can give you a bad Raiders offense game. It kind of goes with it. I mean, he's that important. So, I mean, if he goes down, I mean, you could put Brandon Parker over there who'd probably play better over there. But if he goes down, man, that's a big issue. Let me get some of these questions. You think the offense is going to struggle at the beginning of the year? No, I don't. I don't think they're going to struggle at the beginning of the year. I think they're going to catch people off guard. Because I think Derek Carr is more familiar with the system than people want to give credit for. And I think there's a lot of players that do as well. I mean, I think they're going to probably not front load things. And they're going to try to keep it simple for them early on. But I think the advantage the Raiders are going to have early on is that nobody knows what the hell they're going to do. Like, I mean, I don't know what they're going to run. I don't know what kind of running scheme they're going to run. See, do the Chargers know what type of running scheme they're going to run? I think that's going to be the advantage for the Raiders. So I think they're going to start off a little hotter than we expect. And just maybe the first two games they start off 2-0. Maybe they start get hit after like as the Titans that are a good defense, and then I still think they're going to lose that first Broncos games for some reason. I just have a feeling the Broncos are going to start off really hot and then have that Russell Wilson fall off. So I would expect them to have a hot start overall, but I think they might hit a little bit of a rut against some of these better defenses that they face after teams kind of figure out what they're trying to do, and they're going to have to adjust again to how teams are playing them. So that's what I kind of think is going to happen, because right now, I mean, nobody really has any. I mean, I don't know for sure what they're going to do. I wish I did, but I don't. Do I think the conversion routes will affect his hero ball behavior? No, because I think these could be the same page as a lot of these guys, especially Devontae. Him and Devontae probably going to be the same page from day one, and I expect a lot of Diggs and Allen out of them. How much do you enjoy the earn? I enjoy Erna Perkins a lot because I think it fits a quarterback that is cerebral, and I feel like the West Coast is more for like a quarterback. Like if you have a young quarterback, let's say like a Zach Wilson, it's a lot better for Zach Wilson to run the West Coast offense because it's more defined. Like Zach, you're going to this side slant flat. You really can't go backside slant flat because if you go backside Zach, you are in trouble, right? Erhard Perkins is more about matchup based. So if I'm Derek Carr, I come to the line, right? I see the way the coverage is that Darren Waller is going to be wide open based on what I call. I'm throwing Darren Waller. There's no progression necessarily. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4 like there is in the West Coast offense. It's more about quarterback base. So if I see Devontae Adams and somebody comes up and presses him, I'm gonna throw a go route to Devontae Adams. Or Devontae Adams has a guy, he's supposed to run a go route, and he has a guy playing off coverage. Devontae Adams is going to do a stop route. But Derek Carr is supposed to see the guys playing off coverage, and then they've got to be on the same page. And that's why like Allen and Diggs are so good when they run this offense, is because they're always on the same page. So when Diggs has a guy playing off, him and Allen know that Diggs is going to run a comeback, and he can just throw it right to Allen on time, right to Diggs on time, and it's grand. So that's what I like about this offense too, is that for the unorthodox route runner, this is the offense for you. All right, I'm getting so many questions now, man. I just might as well go through them here. Should we go to Emmanuel Sanders? I say yes. That's me. I love Emmanuel. That'd be awesome. He played really well for them too. I got Raiders versus Bills, if they play the Bills, man, I'd be terrified. Josh Allen scares me. People are scared of Justin Herbert. I don't know how to stop Josh. You guys know me. I usually figure out how to stop most of these quarterbacks. I don't know how to stop him. If he wants to play, he's the one who can stop himself. You have to hope that he doesn't show up. Because if he shows up, man, I don't know how. You can play single high, you can play too high, you can blitz him. If you blitz him, you better get to him. Because if you don't, he's gonna break the tackle. Like it's just, that was a difficult watch for me because I was like, how do you stop him if he doesn't come and play terrible? Because there's sometimes he comes to play terrible. But if he does it, man, or if, like when the Bucs were down 27-3, he decided that I'm not going to pass no more and I'm going to run for 200 yards. It's like, how do you stop him? He's a scary dude to watch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Do we need a great right tackle? We don't need a great right tackle. We just need a serviceable one. The NFL with right tackles, serviceable. That's all I got to say. All right, so let me get to a couple of these other questions, guys. How do you feel about Josh Jacobs? I think Josh Jacobs has a big year. I honestly do, if he stays healthy, which he's already hurt. So we might be a lot of Xavier White, Aguilar. I like Aguilar. I would go Emmanuel Sanders over Aguilar if I had. I missed the Aguilar. I saw the Aguilar question. Did it go away? I swear, I had an Aguilar question, but here it is. My bad. If Aguilar is cut, do you think we go get him? It was Anthony Barr. Yeah, I like Aguilar. I thought he had pretty good tape last year. A lot of people try to knock him, because he had less stats, but it's different offense, and they didn't use him the same. More, they didn't use him the same like the how John Gruden used him, which is primarily a go route guy, right? But he still ran good routes, man. He still got open for Mac Jones. It's like I said, if Mac Jones wants to throw to Hunter Henry, he's throwing to Hunter Henry based on the coverage. So. Sometimes if you have your favorites in Hart Perkins, a smaller guy like Nelson Aguilar might get weeded out a little bit because, hey, I'm throwing Hunter Henry. What else I got here, man? We got Xavier White. If he gets hurt, 100%. There's no way to bracket. Hell yeah, I agree with that. Patriots have traditionally been a gap blocking scheme based on running back. So, see, it's a good question. Good one. Because I like this question because I want to answer this. So I was doing some Patriots playbook stuff, doing some charting so I can learn their playbook a little bit. And they have a huge outside zone section in their 2016 Patriots playbook, and they barely ran it, but it's huge. It's about 3 or 5 pages of outside split zone and inside zone. So it's there, right? It's in their playbook. It's in their system. They just don't run it a lot. So since it's there, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Especially when I saw that, I was like, what are these guys going to do, man? I mean, I think they just do outside zone 1 week. They're going to do gap 1 week. Like, it's they're going to be super diverse. It's going to be a really, really diverse run game, in my opinion. Probably one of the most diverse we've seen in a minute because, the last couple of years, we've all been able to predict. I thought that every time I was on the radio, there was a Raiders fan asking Clay and Pritchard about why is the run scheme so predictable. So the fans can see it. I think it's going to be totally different this year. It's going to be scheme based, scheme based type of stuff. Scheme based type of stuff that is going to be, yeah, it's to be honest, it's interesting because I really don't know what they're gonna do. That's why I think if the Chargers fans are so cocky. I mean, Brandon Staley has no idea what they're gonna do. what is he getting ready for? What is he watching? What tape is he getting ready for to get ready for this team? Is he watching the Patriots? What is he watching? You know what I mean? So that's why I think Chargers fans are a little too cocky. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. I think Brown makes the roster just because I think he I wrote an article. I think he's a red zone guy. You get him inside the 5-man, he finds a way to get in the end zone. So that's what I really like about him. How many running backs do I think make the roster? I still think they keep 4. I think probably the main guy out, I feel is probably like one of the older guys like Bolden. I know people seem like he's going to make it, but I don't know. Some of these guys, I really 100% believe some of these guys are there just to teach the system, to bring the language in. Why are you keeping a 32-year-old Bolden? You know what I mean? Why would you do that? You feel me? Like, why would you do that? So, I feel like you kind of have to look at the younger picture with the running backs, and especially a lot of McDaniel's comments. I think it's gonna be Brown. I think Drake probably starts an IR when the season starts, so they might keep Bolden or something for that. But once Drake gets healthy, I think they're gonna use Drake kind of like he was used in Miami in 2017 under Adam Gase with a lot of wheels. We had I think he had like 50, 60 catches that year. I think that's the plan for Drake, in my opinion. I feel like he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna run the ball that much. Let's just say that. And he can't block, so I don't know what but Zamir White can block, which I learned. So yeah. All right. How will we use Drake be used this year? I kind of got there to you, Bulldog, answer that question a little bit. Parham or James at center. I think they should battle it out. I don't think James is a bad center. If he can get his snaps out faster, I would be okay. That was my whole thing. If he can get the snaps out faster, he's all right. He's fine. But you want Parham to play center, in my opinion. I think Parham wins the job, but you never know. You never know, man. Maybe James comes to play. Maybe he brings it and makes sure that he solidifies that spot. But I think Parham has the up on him a little bit. So, and BD was doing a cover 3 Patrick Graham because we're thinking that we're going to see a lot of cover 3 disguised in too high. So too high, pre-snap, guys moving around, and all of a sudden it's like boom, it's like this. That's what I think. We're going to see a too high and then like this. And they're going to switch, or they're going to go this way, or they're going to go this way, or maybe, and maybe it's man-to-man, Mullins playing, or Rock Ya-Sin's playing man-to-man on this side, right? And then you got cover 3 with Mullen and something, because Mullen was pretty good in cover 3 last year. I know you guys remember when he played, he was pretty damn good in cover 3 last year. So if you get him playing cover 3 on this side, Rock Ya-Sin's not a great zone corner. You make him play a little man match on this side, get more mixed in there, have him come down, maybe get some interceptions, rob some things. I think that can be kind of that's what we wanted to break down a little bit today. It was kind of show you guys why they got all these damn cover three coaches. Because I mean, Chris Ash, he's from Jags, cover three. The Lions coach, cover three. They got a pass rush specialist, so I thought that was interesting. So it's that's what we wanted to go over, and I think that's going to be a thing. I think they're gonna mix it up. It's gonna be like, oh, we're playing too high. Are we playing too high? I don't know. And like, boom, kind of like what the Titans did, and they brought a guy over from the Titans because that's what the Titans did all last year. The Titans basically played cover three man match all year, but it looked like too high, or it looked like cover three, and then it went to too high. It was all deception. So I think a lot of it, especially these days, but especially the quarterbacks that they're playing. I mean, you can't show Justin Herbert the same thing. He's such a cerebral quarterback. You got to show him one thing and then show him another, right? And same thing with Patrick Mahomes. And I mean, Russell Wilson just played too high, so I can't say that. He's a Hall of Famer. Right? I make it so simple to beat him sometimes, but it's kind of true. Bam. I watched. My boy Matt Holder did a great breakdown of Bam. I think he has a chance to make this team. Undrafted guys always have a chance to make this team. I think he has a chance. Bam Lucini, I think he has a good chance to make this team. He has a pretty good tape against Kyron Thibodeau. So I think he has a chance to make this team for sure. What's your predictions for the O-line, and why would Leatherwood go back to right tackle? Now, I mean, we talked about this a lot on Tape to Line about Tom Cable being a madman and the rest of the NFL not respecting Todd Cable. That's the main reason I think Alex Leatherwood's going back to right tackle, because I think they think that Tom Cable sucks and he doesn't know what he's doing, and we can fix him, right? And Duke Manyweather is already working with him on his right tackle position. I don't know if you guys seen that, those workout videos. Those are all right tackle videos. You can tell by the way his feet are set up, the way he's doing jump sets. He's playing right tackle, right? So he's playing right tackle, and just to say, you never know, man. These guys might coach him up, and they might be really good, right? So if they do that, you never know. He might end up being really good, But the writing was on the wall to me because the first press conference, and I know like the Vic Tafers and then them, they tried to throw it away. Throw away what he said, but he straight up said the first thing he said is like, "Well, we're going to try him out at his original spot." It was like his first quote. That was the first quote from Josh McDaniels. Was, "We're trying out something with that right tackle." And everybody's like, "You're a liar. Why are you lying to us?" Like he's John Gruden or something, because John Gruden used to lie to that for 4 years. Josh McDaniels really hasn't lied yet. I mean, even the Carr thing, he even said that Carr had these dudes best for the team, and the dude took $24 million. So he hasn't lied to us yet. I mean, I think a lot of things for the listeners taped online, and I know you guys like to listen to press conferences. I know you guys do, because you guys always tell me about them. Just listen to Josh McDaniels, man. There's not really that many secrets anymore. There's not much for us to figure out. If you listen to Josh McDaniels, listen to Patrick Graham, they're going to tell you. There's not really a lot of sugarcoating, not really a lot of John Gruden hyping up Marcus Mariota. He's sensational, just to troll Derek Carr and get him motivated. There's nothing like that. There's no more of that. Everything's straight up football. Just listen to what they say. They're going to give you the cues, man. It's like, the running backs in the draft. Like, he kind of gave that away. He's like, we need running backs get hurt a lot. It's like, okay, you're getting running backs. He said something that's like the Carr thing. He's got to listen. Listen to Josh. He'll tell you. He'll let you know what's going on. It's no more lying season. No more John Gruden lying to you, trying to throw off the media. Josh McDaniels kind of knows the media doesn't pay attention to what he's saying anyways. So, yeah, that's why I said Chase Garber's making it 53, because Josh McDaniels lit up. Man, Chase, he called my first name. Chase is working his butt off. I was like, oh man, Jarrett Stidham. And then you just saw what he said about Jarrett Stidham. Oh my God. If I was Jarrett Stidham, I'm like, I'm getting cut. He's like, yeah, he has a leg up. It really doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh, damn. And then he's like, but Chase Garber's. That was a mean. What he said about Jarrett Stidham, man. That was not nice. I mean, it doesn't mean he's gonna show results. I was like, wow. Ouch. I mean, yeah, he knows the system, but I mean, he's not good. So, but they traded for him. It's so weird. They make it so many weird moves. Like the Brian Edwards trade was a little weird to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't like that trade. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that trade. I thought it was a little reactionary to me. I think they liked him on tape, and then they got there and he wasn't picking up the offense like they wanted, so they just freaked out. I think they should have gave him a little bit more chance. I don't know. Maybe something's we're missing. But I swear if Arthur Smith turns him into A.J. Brown, I'm going to be pissed. And he's just running dig routes for touchdowns. I'm going to be mad. Off play action to Marcus Mariota. I'm going to be mad. So, because, Brian Edwards runs a damn good dig route. And if he's over there just running those same damn digs that A.J. Brown ran, he can break some tackles and get some yak. So, I'll be mad about that. I would be. So, I wasn't a fan of the move. I know that he has a lot of work, but why didn't we trade him before the draft? I still don't understand that move. It's probably like the only move I haven't liked the whole offseason is because I thought it was reactionary. I thought it was kind of impulsive trade. And, I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree. I don't know what you guys, give me your thoughts on the Edwards trade. I thought it was a little impulsive. There's so many wide receivers in the draft, right? So many wide receivers in the draft. They could have, I don't know. You guys give your opinion on that. I don't know. I thought it was just it's a tiny bit impulsive. That's all. There's a tiny bit impulsive. Mumford, I think he's going to be the swing. I think he's going to be Colt Miller's backup if they're smart, which I think that these guys are pretty smart. Besides the Edwards move, which I think they watched the tape with Edwards, and Edwards' tape is promising. So you're like, okay, let's give this guy a chance, but then he comes out there and he's like, he's probably like lining over the wrong spot and doing some of the same stuff he's doing last year with Gruden, and they're probably like, man, this is not going to work. So, because, yeah. But, let me see. So Mumford, I think he's going to be the backup tackle because I think his best spot's left tackle. And I don't think you want to mess with that. But I think there's going to be a battle between him and Bam. So he better watch his back. Munford better watch his back because Bam might take his spot. He's got to watch that, right? He's got to watch his back. I think so. Let me get some of these questions before I get some of these last ones. What do we got? Mumford. Miss anything? Are you talking about Josh Jacobs? Which Josh are we talking about? Talking about Josh Jacobs, because if Josh Jacobs holds out, I don't know what leverage he has. He's a running back. Can running backs hold out? When's the last one? Zeke? How did that go? It went well for him, but like for the rest of the running backs in the NFL, it did not go good. Now they're all like, man, how does that be smart? He gets hurt too much to hold out. Like, come on, man. Can you be healthy for a whole season? He's already hurt. He didn't practice. OTAs. Man. So, I don't think Darren Waller's going to hold out because I just don't think Darren Waller's the type of person. I think if Darren Waller was a normal guy, wasn't a former drug addict who he's dealing with a lot of mental health issues, I would say yes. But since the type of guy he is, I think it would make him a little bit of a hypocrite, and I think it might make him worse for himself because he has this thing with conflict resolution. If you watch you listen to my you listen to my interview, and then you talk to him about on the Pivot podcast, the thing with conflict resolution, and that would be the total opposite. Holding out is avoiding conflict. To be honest, because going up in a team and facing it straight up and showing up, that shows you're being the bigger person than kind of just holding out. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that. But I might be wrong on that though. I don't know, but I just feel like it makes a little bit of a hypocrite on his IG live. You know what I mean? When you talk about money doesn't matter and only thing that matters is that you're living and all that stuff. It just makes him a little bit. But money is important for the future family. But he's already made a lot of money. Maybe he feels like he already did that. And are we allowed to turn? I wish we could. That'd be nice. Just sign every player. But let me make sure I miss any other questions. I got some good ones. I want to miss. All right, so this is a double one. Keenan Cole, wide receiver 3. Do you think Matt Mac Hollins or Demarcus Robinson. I think Robinson is the third wide receiver right now. And the only reason I think that because he keeps commenting on everything Derek Carr does. So I think he's kind of trying to kiss some butt. He's all over Derek Carr's IG. Yeah, D. Yeah, DC. So he's trying to get the football. Nobody knows receivers is just Demarcus Robinson. Yeah, DC, you funny. Good one, DC. So I think Demarcus Robinson's trying to get that football. And he's trying to get some play. So that's why I think it's him. So I think Keenan Cole has a chance to take it. I think Keenan Cole to me is Nelson Aguilar, but a poor man's version. So like, yeah, he can get open, but he can't catch, and he catches worse than Nelson Aguilar. So that's why I don't know about him too much. Exactly. Yeah, DC, you hilarious. Good joke. Good joke, DC. I got some. Can't turn the kind of sad. Can Matt Cruz play linebacker? No. I think he's gonna be better this year though. He's gonna stand up. I think Matt Cruz is gonna have a good year. I thought his tape was good. I thought every time he rushed the passer, he got pressure. So I don't know what the hell Gus Bradley was thinking at the end of the year last year watching Yannick Ngakoue. Because I mean, Farrell and Kuntz were outplaying him, and I think that was a bad decision. I think they would have been easier for them to win more games if Yannick Ngakoue wasn't tired out because he gained all that weight and he was just tired at the end of the year, man. All right, let me get some of these last questions before I get out of here, man. Get about my day here, guys. Let's I'm gonna get to you. Let's get to some of these. Bust out these real quick. Am I over the Suns' loss? No, I'm not over the Suns' loss. I like the Warriors. I'm rooting for the Warriors just because I know a lot of Warriors fans are from the Bay. I'm supporting you guys, and I think Steph Curry gets way too much hate. Steph Curry gets way too much hate for his greatness. He just keeps winning, and everybody's like, nobody give because he hasn't won a Finals MVP. I think it's the stupidest thing ever. So hopefully he wins Finals MVP this year so that I can shut up because that's dumb. Is it really his fault that Klay's clutch? It's not his fault that Klay is super clutch and Klay is going to take over a game or something like that. How is that his fault? It's not his fault, in my opinion. But no, I'm not over the Suns losing. I'm still mad at Chris Paul. I don't know what I'd do if I saw him in the street. I would have to control myself. I might say something to him at a restaurant. I don't know. Be like, come on, bro. Take yourself out the game if you can't play defense. Be a leader. Take yourself out. All right, don't get me started on the Suns, man. See, I'm gonna be ranting for a little bit. Mac Hollins, I still think Mac Hollins is a special team guy, but he could get there. I still think he's a special teams guy. He's there for special teams. A couple more questions here. Do I think they're gonna be pass heavy? I honestly, Patrick, I think we're gonna see Derek Carr pass the ball 660 times total. This could be a lot of passing, a lot of passing. Until we play the Chargers. I think week one, I don't think they're going to run the ball that much. I don't think they're going to pass that much week one. So if you have Devontae Adams and Darren Waller on your fantasy team, you're going to be upset week one, okay? You're going to be really, really upset because I think they're just going to run it down those damn throats. They're going to run it down their damn throats, man. That's what I think their plan is going to be. I might be wrong on that. Yeah. But anyways, will the Raiders miss Zay Jones? Well, I killed Zay Jones a lot. It's probably the last question I'm going to answer. I killed Zay Jones a lot. I did. But it's because he can't track the ball in the air. It's just they used him wrong. I think Zay Jones can be a good wide receiver if you keep him as a possession wide receiver, which they did like the last 3 or 4 games, and their offense played a whole lot better once they stopped sending him deep. Right? Stop trying to make him Henry Ruggs. That's what they did, man. It was terrible. Did not give good results. And then once they stopped doing that, it was a whole lot better. So a whole lot better. So it depends. If the Jags try to make Zay Jones Mr. Deep ball man, is Trevor Lawrence going to struggle. But if they use him and get some intermediate routes, I mean, he runs a good post route. Good little quick post. A little missile route, quick posts, quick slants, digs. Zay Jones is all right, man. He's not bad. It's just when you start trying to have him track a deep ball. That's what it is. That's when you're in trouble, let's say. So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like a back shoulder fade or something like that, something that's like online. It's gotta it cannot be up in the air where he has to look up. He has to look up. If he's looking up, it's over. It's getting picked or something. All right, guys. I really appreciate you guys staying with me. I winged this alone. We had technical difficulties with BD. I like all your guys' questions. We need to do this more often, and kind of bounce ideas off each other. But appreciate you guys listening, man. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining me. I know we ain't got no basketball. Baseball is hard to bet on. I hate the Rockies. You know, the Rockies had to mess up my parlay the last couple of days. So I appreciate that. Mr. Omnicron, appreciate that, man. Let's get it again. I will. I'm gonna do some more stuff this week. We still want to do that more 2019 draft class. We still want to look at that. Get you Josh Jacobs. So I know BD had a little difficulty, so we might do that later on. But I really appreciate you guys coming in here. Like I said, just hit the subscribe button. Right, subscribe. Also, make sure you check out the supplements. My man, discount code 35% off. Like I said, the sleep and the focus thing is amazing. And then if you're a workout person, the protein stuff, you can get that fruity cereal, which is really, really good. Really, really good tasting. And then, of course, you get the normal protein that, that tastes pretty good as well. But the fruity cereal one, I recommend. That one's amazing. All right. So make sure you guys do that as well. And let's beat the Chargers. I got that game circled. That's something that let's just beat these guys' butt, man. That's all I want. It's just a blowout week 1. Just so we can talk crap to every single Chargers fan. I'm gonna find every single tweet. So I really want that to happen. Let's get it, guys. All right, I'm out. Peace.